fighting out of the blue corner, representing Kickboxing Arnhem, Mesut Derin.
Mesut Derin then makes his way to the ring, trains at the Beast of the East Gym. His nickname is Dynamite. So we're going to see an explosion in the ring here in Zutphen, just outside of the German border. Anyway, 18 fights, 13 wins, 5 losses, and 1 draw. But his opponent, who I've seen before, Mohammed Medhar, and he is a very, very good fighter indeed. Very quick, got great hand speed. Beat Gargo Drago a few years ago on It's Showtime. Lost to Warren Stableman's. Got stopped with leg kicks. When Warren Stableman's elected to fight southpaw and used the old left kick to the right thigh. So, will they elect to use
when there he is, ladies and gentlemen,
the same technique? He's gone off a bit of the boil, really, of Mohammed Medhar, but I tell you something, it's a joy to watch when he gets going.
Fighting out the red corner, representing Super Pro, Mohammed Medhar.
Now, here's something, ladies and gentlemen, that I am going to say. Mohammed Medhar wasn't originally with Super Pro. He was with another gym. Now, Super Pro are mainly punches, so let's see if they take the kicking skill off Medhar and he uses their style of punching, because really, to be honestly truthful with you, Medhar was more of a kicker than a puncher, to be fair. So we'll see. Gyms do tend to change people to get them fighting their style. It's going to be interesting, this one, Julie.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one.
Sorry, I do get carried away.
And also, it will be interesting to see if they've tried to change his best technique.
She's interesting. She's very... Sorry. I was just...
I'd like to see if they have changed his kicks to his punches, especially if it was one of his best features.
Yeah, but Mohammed seems to... He put things together well. Dennis, I know all his fighters, Albert Lima, Albert Kraus, Rico Verhoeven. For me, Rico Verhoeven, if he did kick more, he would be a lot more successful, because he has some huge legs. That's just my opinion, but nevertheless, open to conjecture here on Fighting Rookies. And Mohammed Medhar, it seems to be allowed very, very long times at 50 fights, 40 wins, 8 losses, 2 draws, versus the 18 fights of Mesut Derin. I do like the skill of Mohammed Medhar. You'll like him, Julie. You've never seen him before, have you?
No, I haven't. This is going to be my first time.
And there's our referee again. For this one, Fighting Rookies bringing you an A-class fight. So a bit of a treat dropped in for you. I'm interested to see Mesut Derin, because I've never seen him before. They picked him to fight Mohammed Medhar. He's going to have to be good. Mohammed Medhar has got very, very quick hand speed. Normally fights at 70 kilos. This is 72.5, and you can see, looks a bit fleshy to me, Jules.
Yeah, we'll see if it's slowed him down at all.
No, it hasn't.
No.
Evidently.
Straight in
good
with the
speed.
action.
Look at him, up and down. Did a bit of a job on him though, Stableman's, a few years ago. Well, he's obviously put that behind himself now.
As the fight unravels, we're going to see if he is
you
back
see,
using his
now
legs.
This is exactly what I was saying to you. Medhar now is standing in range and just waiting to punch, where he used to kick a lot and put things together sweetly, and now he's
he needs to use his legs.
It's interesting how gyms develop, and the transition can be very difficult for people, I don't know how long he's been with Super Pro. I know it's a good gym though, nevertheless. Had great success with Albert Kraus and various, but it's not the same Mohammed Medhar as I'm used to be fair. But can't take away nothing from Mesut Derin, who looks good at the minute.
He is looking really good, and if you're being outboxed, there's no point in working your hands trying to come back. You need to have another backup plan.
It's a negative performance, and only halfway through the round, really, from Medhar, isn't it? He's not really throwing anything back.
I mean, I haven't really got that much to compare him to because it's the first time I've seen him, but he's throwing that left body hook in really nicely, but I'd love to see him follow it up with a kick. He's really not using his legs.
No.
It's just taking too much.
Clearly to me, while I'm watching this already, he's not the kid I remember. He was much more adept, really. He was a joy to watch, and he just seems to be a little bit bemused at the minute. He looks...
I'd really like to see him use his teep as he's walking in and then just
I think,
up.
do you know what, Julie? I think the weight's too much for him.
Yeah,
he doesn't look good at 72.5.
It does make a difference. Whereas you see the other guy, he's looking in shape, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
It's all about how you put that weight on. You can go and sit at McDonald's every evening, or you can put it on correctly.
Yeah.
I mean, his hands are looking good.
Yeah, I mean, when he bursts out of his shell, he can do that on his right hand and stuff, but he just seems very negative. And that's a knockdown. I don't think it was. I think it was a slip.
But why do all that work with your hands and then not following it up with something? It's not in a boxing match.
Well, that's how Super Pro fight. That's how they do it, and it's successful for them. Like I said, if it works for them, it works for them. But he just seemed to be. He's not. Medhar's a very good kicker, really nice kicker, good mover, and that he just seemed to want to settle, and he's just hiding behind his shell. And that was a big round, really, I'd say, for Mesut Derin. I mean, that was just a bit of a glimpse of what the talented young man can do. Strange, really. It's a real strange performance because he was one of the kids that you would have tipped for the top. He just seems to be falling to pieces at the minute.
12 seconds out for the second
Let's just
round.
see what the experience of Dennis Crowell and the Super Pro team, who do know what they're doing. The style is unique, as in they are big punches. He starts off quick, and they like to use the knee up the middle.
See, he's already looking a lot better this round, isn't he? As soon as he brings his legs in.
Yeah, but he started the first round quick, didn't he? And then he just seemed to go back off like this now, like he's doing now. A right hand as he backs off. It's a nice left high kick from him.
I mean, he is feeling comfy. He's staying on the outside of the ring as well.
That's lovely. See, this is the combinations he can throw when he lets himself be who he is.
It's like a different fighter as soon as he opens up.
Yeah. Getting pushed back. Give credit though to Mesut Derin.
Yep, he is the less experienced of the two fighters.
This will be a big win. This will be a big win for Derin. The scalp of Mohammed. If he doesn't.
And you can hear those kick exchanges. I think both guys have really stepped it up this round, giving us a lot more action to look at.
Yeah. Slight reddening under the left eye of Medhar in the black and silver shorts, but sturdy and workmanlike performance by Mesut Derin. Just getting the better of the exchanges and just really putting the work in, to be honest. As he's starting to pierce the guard of the young man from the gym, Super Pro.
Yeah, Mesut's doing a great job. He's obviously hungry for this fight.
He looks physically bigger though, doesn't he, Jules, as well?
Yeah, he does.
Doesn't suit Medhar this weight at all. Body shot. Combinations, the hand speed of Medhar's definitely still there, and as he comes out of the, puts him into the corner. Starts to come alive a little bit more.
Yeah, it's a good second round.
He's just not sustaining the thing. Is maybe it's something to do with his fitness tools. I don't know. Maybe you can.
Never know with
He just looks
the different weight category.
It's just a stumble by Mesut. There he goes. Medhar's nothing wrong with his heart, but he's just not the same kid I remember.
See him keep using those legs. He looks so good when he's doing it. Kick on the end, take the legs away. There.
He's not really hitting much, is he? There, he was just hitting arms.
When the end of the second round.
That's it.
Good
really
round.
good second round.
I'd say though, for me, Mesut's got that. Although it is close. He did a lot of work at the end of the round, Mohammed Medhar, but he seemed to be nicking it ever so slightly. When he bursts out the blocks like that, you can see the class, can't you?
Yeah, you can see it in him. See the exchanges of 1 for 1 there.
Yeah. Well, coming up to this third round, it's going to be an intriguing one, ladies and gentlemen, because he's an A-class, as we like to do, drop these in, and one of the stars, well, I thought was going to be a star of the next few years is Mohammed Medhar, but he just seems to be a little bit different than I remember. If my memory serves me correctly, he was a lot more of a kicker and a mover. And he's at 2.5 kilos heavier than what he fought at Showtime when I saw him. So it can make a hell of a lot of difference, and plus it was a few years ago, so maybe maybe there's something gone on in between that. I'm not too sure. Nevertheless, round 3.
Yep, round 2 hotted up really nicely,
It did.
so I think this round's going to be war. Again, he always has a lovely fast start.
Yeah,
Just clipping in there,
bounces off the.
his gum shield's flying out. But then you should stay protected at all times.
Yeah, it is protect yourself at all times. So Medhar wasn't doing anything wrong there, but he's coming out, he's burst out the blocks.
Yeah, he's giving it everything he's got now. Lovely right head kick there.
Mesut now just starting to push him back. He started off well, Medhar, in the beginning. He certainly got the quicker hands,
It's a little bit low there.
but he's trying to be a power puncher, and he's not really that type of boxer, really. Fighter. Mesut Derin just pushing him back.
Yeah, for me, blue corner, he is putting the work right in. He's up on my points at the moment for the win.
And for me. But for me, it's more of a bit of a...
Probably a bit of a letdown for you, really.
To be honest, yeah, I mean, because, you know, I know he got stopped by Stablemans, but there's no shame in that. And then he must have been, he's only 22 now, so he only must have been about 18 then. Maybe 19. But he just seems to be, not the same kid.
I mean, his boxing is awesome. When he throws combinations, they're really fast, accurate. But
he's just coming forward in straight lines. He never used to be like that. He'd move, he'd kick inside, the leg kick outside. He's extremely fast. I mean, he beat Gargo Drago. Admittedly, Gargo Drago wasn't the Gargo Drago of old, but still, he still beat him, you know? Still a big name. Really pushing him back now to the dying seconds of this third round, and a good performance. Taking nothing away, though, Julie, from Mesut Derin. He's really come to win this.
yeah, he's put a lot of work in. You can see he's trained hard for this fight.
Yeah, and a vastly more experienced Mohammed Medhar. A good right hand and a nice knee there from Mesut Derin as he starts to push back the weary young man in the black and silver. Determination
Lovely.
etched across the face of Mesut Derin. He's really pushing himself forward.
When the end of round 3.
Wow, that was a tough fight.
Yeah, but a good performance there from Mesut Derin, who I think's won that fight.
Yeah, I believe his hand will be held.
He just seems to not burst out the blocks, but he's just turned into more of a boxer, Julie, than a kickboxer now.
It's a shame he hasn't added
When
it to
the
his
end of this
toolbox
fight.
rather
Yeah,
than just taking it away.
that's where he got the gum shield knocked out, but he still took the shots. So I'll just say, but I think it's, yeah, he's kind of threw me that really. It doesn't, you know, it takes quite a lot to throw me, but Medhar was, you know, one of the new kids on the block. You know, along with the likes of, you know, Andy Risty and people of that that caliber. He just doesn't. He just seems to have lost his way a little bit, maybe. There's the right hand and the knee that he just managed to block just off the ropes towards the end of the final round, as the judges are obviously deliberating.
When after 3 rounds of 3 minutes, we have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. When the winner is the man in the blue corner,
Yep.
Mesut Derin.
Very well
There you go.
deserved.
Very, very mesmerising performance by Mesut Derin, and a strange performance by Mohammed Medhar.